Hi, I'm Olivia from Wilkinson Cameras and I have a fun, new-ish Sigma lens to test out. This is the new Sigma 15mm F1.4 DG/DN diagonal fisheye art lens, available in both Sony E-mount and L-mount. So Kaine and I actually went to a skate park in Manchester with Matt, who is incredibly talented at skateboarding, to see what cool looking shots we could capture. Yesterday, Kaine focused on stills and I focused on video, and let me tell you, we were both very impressed. I usually think fisheye lenses are quite intense, but this lens gives you a subtle fisheye look. So please like, comment and subscribe to our channel for future camera and lens reviews. And keep watching, of course. So in the box you get the lens, obviously, a bag, 2 straps, a filter guide, 2 spare screws and an Allen key, and lastly a rubber cover for when you take your tripod collar off. The tripod collar attaches to the lens but is easily removable. On the lens you have an aperture ring, a focus ring, an iris lock switch, an AF/MF focus switch, an AFL button, an MFL lock switch and an aperture declick switch. The lens hood is part of the lens to protect the front bulbous glass. The lens cap is actually my favourite part. Its primary function is to protect your glass when unused. But get this, there's 2 little storage spaces for your rear filters, which is just incredible. You can use filters from the rear end of the lens. To make your own filter, you can use the filter guide Sigma provides in the box to cut out the correct filter size from any filter sheets that you may have, which is just genius. Yes, there's some size and weight to it, but if you compare it to other similar lenses, this one for sure stands out. It weighs 1,360 grams and is 104 millimeters in width and just short of 160 millimeters in length. And this is for the Sony E-mount version of the lens. The bokeh is incredibly smooth and circular. It has 11 aperture blades to give you that lovely bokeh effect. The minimum focusing distance is 38.5 centimeters, which will allow you to get cool looking close-up shots. This is the world's first f1.4 diagonal fisheye interchangeable lens for 35mm full frame. Some may ask what the difference is between diagonal and circular fisheyes. Simply put, circular fisheyes have that traditional circular fisheye effect in the center of the image, whereas a diagonal fisheye fills the entire frame, covering the whole sensor. Sigma says this lens is 180 degrees of high resolution, so we know the images are going to be good quality, and they certainly are. As expected with fisheye lenses, a powerful distortion effect allows creators to be creative and experiment with unique perspectives. Kaine centered most of his shots with the skater in the center to create an excellent distorted effect around his subject, which worked very, very well.
Yeah, first opinion's really good. It's really fast. It works with high speed, continuous shooting. Sharpness, brilliant. Seems to be the case across the frame. And obviously, the main feature of the lens is the massive wide angle and some of the perspective you can get with it. It's like nothing else that there is around at the moment.
The lens adapts a HLA linear motor, which makes the lens faster focus with high precision and quiet AF. This is ideal for subjects like skateboarders, dancers and any fast moving subjects, because you know the AF will keep up and give you incredibly sharp images. The lens has many focus control switches and buttons to allow you better control over your focus, like AF/MF switch, AFL button or the MFL switch, which basically disengages the focus ring on the lens. This is great when you've set manual focus and want to disengage the focus ring to prevent accidentally knocking it. As always, I've done an AF test and I certainly have been dreading this one. I have incredibly stitched myself up for you guys, but it's necessary, so here you go. You can see the AF is super quick and precise, even when moving to the edges of the frame, so this is a massive thumbs up from me. Moving on to the elements, the lens consists of 21 elements in 15 groups, including 4 FLD and 3 SLD exclusive low dispersion glass elements and 2 spherical lens elements. Sigma has basically corrected the sagittal coma flare and other aberrations, allowing the lens to reproduce bright points of light precisely across the whole frame, even when it is wide open. This will be incredibly handy for astrophotographers. The lens is designed to prevent flare and ghosting, and it is also dust and splash resistant with a water and oil repellent coating on the front elements, which again is ideal for photographers who shoot in harsh outdoor environments. For video, this isn't a video first lens and will mainly be used for landscapes, astronomy and unique portrait photography, but you can capture some really cool looking video. It will be too much to film only using this lens, but if you paired it with a 24-70 and mixed up the shot types, then I think this will really add some character to your videos. I actually filmed some bits using this lens yesterday in Manchester and it's so cool. Don't get me wrong, I always find the wide focal ranges quite difficult to work with, but once I got used to it and got used to composition and corners and leading lines, I absolutely loved it. You can see here that there are some cool, funky looking angles, but yeah, it really worked and I really enjoyed using it for video.
Once you get over the weight and appreciate it for what it is an incredible piece of kit. I managed to get decent live images with virtually zero light, and the look given by the angle is just great. I'm not massive on street photography personally, despite being well equipped for it, but the funky perspective this gives made the experience so much more interesting, and I love the results that I came out with. I already like the idea of the lens, but having used it in a variety of scenarios over the past week, I will 100% be purchasing one.
And that's the new Sigma 15mm F1.4 DG DN diagonal fisheye art lens. It's definitely filling a gap in Sigma lens lineup, and I think people who want this type of lens will be more than happy with the results that it gives. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. Both Kaine and I actually really enjoyed using it yesterday. You got some cool looking perspectives and the sharpness was very good. But as I always say, I find the more wide focal ranges harder to work with, as I mainly photograph and video portraiture with my trusty 24-70. But still, this will undoubtedly be the one to consider for landscapes, astrophotography, even gig photography, which Kaine will be using this weekend, so we will throw in some samples there as well. So would you buy one? You can buy it from us directly online or in one of our Northwest based stores. I'll pop a link in the description box below, and again, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and as always, we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.